Imagine a road so massive and influential that it still exists today, thousands of years after its construction. This is not just any road, it's the Via Appia, one of the most famous Roman roads. The construction of this monumental road began in 3012 BCE under the censor Appius Claudius Caecus. It was a strategic move by the Romans to connect their capital city with other regions, enabling rapid military movement and communication throughout the growing empire. The Via Appia was not just a road, it was a lifeline that spanned across Europe, northern Africa, and parts of the Middle East. It stretched for approximately 350 kilometers from Rome to Brindisi. To put this distance into perspective, think of it as more than 4 times the length of a typical marathon race. This road was an engineering marvel that showcased the Romans' incredible building prowess. Below its surface, the Romans built layers of large stones and smaller stones, totaling approximately 3 feet in depth. This meticulous construction ensured that the road could withstand heavy traffic and harsh weather conditions. But why was this road so important? It enabled the Romans to move troops, supplies, and messages swiftly across their vast territory, solidifying their control over a vast empire. As you walk along this ancient pathway today, it's easy to imagine the countless Roman soldiers, merchants, and messengers who once travelled its length. Each step echoes with history, telling a story of ambition, ingenuity, and the unyielding spirit of the Roman Empire. But perhaps even more remarkable is that this road, built thousands of years ago, still stands as a testament to human achievement. It serves as a quiet reminder of the enduring power of strategic planning and engineering prowess. As you continue your journey along the Via Appia, take a moment to appreciate its significance. It's not just a pathway, it's a window into the past, a witness to history, and a symbol of the extraordinary accomplishments of ancient Rome. And so, as we delve deeper into the story of the Roman Empire, keep in mind the Via Appia. It's more than just a road, it's a thread that ties together the many facets of Roman history and culture. For now, let us leave behind the bustling streets of Rome and journey through time to explore more wonders of this extraordinary empire. Before we begin, a small request. Most of the people listening tonight aren't subscribed. If this channel has ever helped you drift off, take a moment to subscribe. It's free, it helps this channel more than you'd think, and you can always change your mind later. And if you feel like it, leave a comment telling me where in the world you're listening from and what time it is where you are. I love reading them. One more thing before we begin. I'm also a co-founder of a sleep app, built to be the most affordable one out there. No ads, ever. Just sounds and stories made to help you sleep. It may not be released yet as this video goes up, but if you're watching a little later, it might be out by now. Just search for it, it should be easy to find. It works on iPhone, Android, and everything in between. Downloading it is the best way to support this channel. Imagine a road system so vast and efficient that it could facilitate the rapid movement of Roman legions across their sprawling empire. The heart of this infrastructure? The Roman roads, engineering marvels designed with precision and a deep understanding of human needs. At their peak, these roads stretched over an astonishing 50,000 miles, or 80,467 kilometers, a testament to the Romans' mastery of civil engineering. To put this into perspective, consider that the length of one Roman mile, known as the Mil Passus, was approximately 4,085 feet, or 1,480 meters. The Romans built these roads with a remarkable level of detail and foresight. For instance, they incorporated a slight curve, known as camber, into the design to facilitate drainage and prevent water from pooling on the road surface. Their roads were also typically laid out in straight lines, optimizing travel efficiency between destinations. But the road network extended far beyond this single highway. Another significant example was the Via Flaminia, which ran north of Rome to the Adriatic coast. These roads were meticulously constructed with precise measurements using the Mil Passus as a standard unit. At their height, these roads crisscrossed the empire, connecting major cities and allowing for swift communication and military movement. Think of it, The Romans could efficiently move troops and messages across vast distances with remarkable speed and accuracy. The longevity of these roads is a testament to Roman engineering prowess. Many sections still exist today, bearing silent witness to the empire's grandeur. For now, let us continue our journey through ancient Rome and uncover more of its hidden marvels. The Roman road network was not just a feat of engineering, it was a testament to the ingenuity and precision that defined Roman engineering. To appreciate the scale of their achievement, consider this. Roman engineers used advanced surveying techniques to ensure roads were built in straight lines and maintained proper gradients. These sophisticated methods allowed for the construction of roads like the Via Appia, stretching over 350 kilometers from Rome to Brindisi. But how did they manage such accuracy? Their secret lay in the natural numbers, a set including all positive integers and zero. By understanding these fundamental building blocks of mathematics, Roman engineers could calculate precise measurements for their roads. These numbers were not mere abstractions. They represented real lengths and distances that needed to be meticulously measured. And this was just the beginning of their calculations. Width and height also played crucial roles in designing roads that could withstand heavy traffic and changing terrains. By incorporating these dimensions, Roman engineers ensured that their roads were not only straight, but also stable and durable. The natural numbers allowed them to construct a network that was both vast and resilient. As you picture these ancient roads, remember that they were more than just paths of travel. They were lifelines that connected the heart of Rome to its farthest reaches. The Roman road network was more than just a means of transportation. It was an essential lifeline connecting the heart of Rome to its distant outposts. One of the most innovative components of these roads was the use of agger, a raised embankment designed to improve drainage and stability. Imagine a road that's as wide as 16 feet, roughly the width of two-wheeled vehicles side by side. This was no ordinary path. The agger served as a critical foundation, elevating the road and ensuring that water didn't pool beneath it. This intricate layering not only added strength but also facilitated water drainage, ensuring the roads could withstand heavy traffic and harsh weather conditions. The camber meant that water would naturally flow off the sides of the road rather than pooling in the middle. This forward-thinking approach ensured that Roman roads remained durable and reliable over centuries. In essence, the agger and camber were not just engineering innovations. They were strategic investments in the longevity of Rome's infrastructure. As a result, these roads served as critical arteries of communication and military movement, underpinning the vastness and resilience of the Roman Empire. The Roman army was divided into legions, each composed of about 5,000 men. The legionary system allowed for efficient organization and deployment across vast distances. This structure played a crucial role in Rome's rapid military movements, aided by the extensive network of roads they engineered throughout their empire. Roads like the Appian Way and Via Appia not only facilitated communication between far-flung cities, but also served as vital conduits for swift troop mobilization. These thoroughfares, built with precision and designed to endure, reduced travel time significantly, enabling legions to traverse great distances quickly. The Roman navy complemented this land-based strategy, playing a pivotal role in Rome's conquests and military operations. With the roads ensuring quick overland troop movements and the navy controlling maritime routes, Rome could project power swiftly across both land and sea. The combination of these engineered pathways and naval might gave Rome an unparalleled capability for rapid military deployment, elevating their strategic maneuvers to new heights. This synergy underpinned the vast reach of the Roman Empire. These thoroughfares were not mere passages. They served as critical arteries facilitating rapid military deployments and administrative efficiency. The road's engineering was meticulous, designed to withstand the rigors of travel and warfare. These roads weren't just for troop movement, they also facilitated the swift exchange of information and commerce. Diocletian's reforms in the late 3rd century AD divided the empire into eastern and western halves, each governed from a separate capital. Yet, despite these efforts to maintain unity, Rome eventually faced its demise. The Visigoths sacked the city in 410 AD, marking a significant blow to the Western Roman Empire. Even after the empire's fall, many of these roads remained vital and were adopted into modern transportation systems. They serve as a testament to Rome's ingenuity in civil engineering and strategic planning. Today, we still benefit from the enduring legacy of these ancient highways. The efficiency and longevity they brought to communication and trade continue to echo through the corridors of modern infrastructure. Understanding their design and purpose offers a glimpse into the innovative mindset that propelled Rome to greatness, leaving an indelible mark on global history. The Roman road network wasn't just a feat of engineering, it was the lifeblood of an empire, enabling rapid responses to threats and fostering economic growth across vast territories. This intricate web of pathways not only facilitated military strength, but also forged connections that bound the empire together, illustrating the profound influence of infrastructure on the course of history. And so, the legacy of Rome's roads endures, a silent testament to their strategic vision and engineering prowess that continues to shape our world today. Key routes like the Appian Way and Via Appia weren't merely paths, they were lifelines connecting Rome to vital outposts and markets. These roads facilitated the rapid transport of agricultural products, textiles, and precious metals from provinces to the capital. Trade caravans could traverse these roads safely and swiftly, thanks to strategic posting of military outposts along key routes. This security ensured that merchants faced minimal disruptions, enabling consistent and reliable transport of goods. The economic impact was immense. Regional specialties could reach Rome swiftly, enriching the capital's markets with diverse products. For instance, olive oil from Spain and wool from Britain were common sights in Roman shops thanks to these efficient routes. Roman roads not only moved goods, but also facilitated the rapid communication of news and information, crucial for trade agreements and market dynamics. This infrastructure allowed merchants to stay informed about fluctuations in supply and demand, further optimizing their operations. In essence, Roman roads were not just pathways, but economic highways, driving the empire's commerce and growth. The legacy of these roads is a testament to Rome's visionary approach to infrastructure and its enduring impact on global trade networks. So, the next time you think about Roman roads, remember they weren't just for legions marching, they were the veins through which Rome's economic life pulsed, connecting and enriching the empire from end to end. Their impact is felt even today, reminding us of how infrastructure can be both a strategic asset and an economic catalyst, shaping the world in profound ways. But the extensive network of Roman roads was more than just the major highways. It included a web of auxiliary roads, bridges, and other infrastructure that supported the primary road system. These secondary roads connected smaller towns and villages to the main highways, ensuring that even remote regions were integrated into the empire's transportation network. The construction of these auxiliary roads was no less meticulous than that of the major highways. They were built with precise measurements and engineering techniques to ensure durability and ease of travel. Bridges played a crucial role in this infrastructure. Roman engineers designed bridges that could withstand the weight of heavy traffic and the test of time. One of their notable achievements was the Pons Aemilius, a bridge over the Tiber River in Rome that served as a vital link between two parts of the city. The bridge was built with an innovative arch design, allowing it to bear significant loads without collapsing under pressure. Aqueducts were another key component of this auxiliary infrastructure. They supplied water not only to the cities, but also to towns and military outposts along the roads. These aqueducts were often built in parallel with the roads, ensuring that water supply was maintained even as the empire expanded. The maintenance of these auxiliary systems was essential for the smooth operation of the primary road network. Regular inspections and repairs ensured that roads remained passable and bridges safe. Without this meticulous support infrastructure, the major highways would have been isolated and less effective in their purpose. Even today, remnants of these auxiliary roads can be found across Europe, testament to the comprehensive planning and engineering prowess of the Roman Empire. This intricate web of roads, bridges, and aqueducts illustrates how even secondary infrastructure was vital for the overall effectiveness of Roman transportation networks. Without these auxiliary systems, the primary roads would have been isolated islands, unable to fully serve their strategic and economic purposes. Messengers and officials traveled these roads at high speeds, bearing crucial documents and messages from Rome to the far reaches of the empire. Documents were transported in sturdy leather cases called cistophores, designed to withstand the rigors of long-distance travel. The cursus publicus was the official state courier service that facilitated this swift communication. Along these roads, post stations called mansiones were established at regular intervals. These mansiones provided accommodation and fresh horses for the couriers, ensuring efficient delivery of messages. The strategic placement of these stations ensured that no place in the empire was more than a day's journey from the next post. This intricate network of roads and relay stations kept the empire's administrative machinery running smoothly. For example, a decree issued in Rome could reach the provinces within days, allowing for quick responses to crises. Such efficiency was critical for maintaining the empire's cohesion and governance over its sprawling territories. Without this sophisticated road network and the communication infrastructure it supported, Rome's control over its vast domains would have been severely hampered. Thus, the Roman roads were not just pathways for armies and trade, they were the arteries of administration, keeping the empire united and responsive. Understanding the importance of these roads, Roman engineers continued to adapt and improve their construction methods over time. These improvements not only enhanced the road's durability, but also facilitated faster and more efficient travel across the empire. The continuous maintenance and improvement of these roads ensured that they remained crucial arteries of administration, keeping the empire united and responsive. From the early days of the Via Appia to the intricate network of roads that crisscross the empire, the evolution of Roman road design and construction is a testament to their engineering prowess. Within cities themselves, the Romans laid out roads with remarkable foresight and precision. At the heart of this urban grid system were two main roads, the Decumanus Maximus and the Cardo Maximus. The Decumanus Maximus, running east-west, was often the wider of the two and served as a major thoroughfare. Meanwhile, the Cardo Maximus, running north-south, was designed to ensure that even in dense urban environments, sunlight could reach every street. This ingenious design can be seen vividly in the city of Pompeii, where the Cardo Maximus and Decumanus Maximus intersect at a right angle. In Rome itself, the layout of these two main roads created a grid that facilitated both civilian activities and military maneuvers. This grid system ensured that the city remained navigable and efficient, regardless of its size or the number of inhabitants. The integration of these roads into urban design highlights how Roman engineering served both military and civilian purposes. Whether it was swiftly moving troops or facilitating commerce, the roads were fundamental to the empire's infrastructure. And so, from these carefully planned streets in Rome and Pompeii, we begin to see how Roman urban planning extended its benefits far beyond the city walls. The roads that linked cities together were not merely paths for travel, they were lifelines of communication and control. One key system that utilized these roads was the cursus publicus, the postal service of the Roman Empire. This system was crucial for transmitting messages and orders swiftly across the vast expanse of Rome's dominion. Mansiones, staging posts, or relay stations were strategically placed along these roads to facilitate the smooth delivery of correspondence. At these mansions, fresh horses and couriers were always at the ready to ensure that messages could travel quickly and efficiently. Additionally, corponi inns or rest stops provided accommodation and sustenance for travelers. These corponi played a vital role in the logistical chain, offering respite and provisions for those traversing the roads. The extensive network of Roman roads thus served as more than just paths for journey. They were arteries of communication and control. Without these efficient systems in place, Rome's ability to maintain its vast empire would have been severely hampered. Beyond their military prowess, Roman roads were also a cornerstone of the empire's economic vitality, transforming local economies and stimulating trade across vast distances. Gaul, for instance, saw significant development due to improved infrastructure. With better roads came increased commerce between Gaul and Rome, facilitating the exchange of goods like wine, olive oil, and pottery. The ease of transportation also encouraged the growth of towns along these routes. These settlements became vital hubs for trade, drawing in both local merchants and foreign traders. In Britain, Roman roads facilitated not just military movements, but also the establishment of villas and farms. These rural developments were integral to Britain's agricultural economy, enhancing food production and supply chains. Moreover, these roads allowed for the swift transportation of goods like grain and livestock, ensuring that both local markets and Roman military posts were well stocked. Africa Proconsularis, now modern Tunisia, serves as another striking example. Here, Roman roads not only aided in military logistics, but also connected coastal ports with interior cities, fostering maritime trade. This network promoted the exchange of luxuries such as spices, silk, and ivory, which were then shipped across the Mediterranean. The economic benefits were palpable, with towns like Carthage thriving under this enhanced connectivity. In all these cases, it's clear that Roman roads did more than just expedite military movements. They catalyzed economic growth and facilitated the exchange of goods that enriched both Rome and its provinces. The tangible benefits of Roman roads extended beyond mere military utility, profoundly influencing the economic landscapes and developmental trajectories of various regions within the empire. And this underscores a larger truth. The infrastructure of an empire is not merely about its ability to project power, but also about how it can enhance the livelihoods and prosperity of its people. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Roman roads is their enduring legacy. Many of these routes are still in use today, a testament to their meticulous engineering and the transformative impact they had on local economies. As we continue our exploration, it becomes increasingly apparent that the Roman Empire's success was not just about conquests, but also about the sophisticated systems that underpinned its economic vitality and cultural exchange. For example, the Appian Way, constructed in 312 BCE by Appius Claudius Caecus, not only expedited military movements, but also served as a conduit for cultural exchange. Along this route, Roman temples dedicated to various deities were established, integrating local beliefs with Roman pantheon. Similarly, the Via Aurelia, stretching from Rome to the city of Pisa, carried not just soldiers and goods, but also ideas and artistic styles. Roman art motifs began appearing in local architecture, blending indigenous designs with classical forms, reflecting a broader cultural integration. Roman law and legal practices also travelled along these routes. Roman magistrates often accompanied military forces, establishing legal systems in newly conquered territories. This integration of Roman legal frameworks not only ensured administrative efficiency, but also facilitated the spread of Roman ideas and principles. Moreover, the construction techniques used by Romans, such as building layers of large stones and smaller ones to create a stable roadbed, also spread along these routes. Local engineers adopted these methods, improving regional infrastructure and furthering cultural exchange. This process of cultural integration was not one way. While Roman ideas and practices spread along the roads, local influences also shaped Roman culture. For instance, regional art styles and architectural elements were often incorporated into Roman designs, enriching both cultures. Thus, the extensive network of Roman roads served as a multifaceted conduit for cultural integration, enabling the rapid dissemination of architecture, art, religion, and legal systems. This illustrates the broader social impact of roads in facilitating not just military movements, but also the exchange of ideas and practices. Understanding this process highlights the role of infrastructure in shaping cultural landscapes, demonstrating how even seemingly functional elements like roads can profoundly influence society and its evolution over time. The Romans understood that their vast empire's cohesion depended on swift troop deployment and seamless information flow. Road junctions, particularly those with military significance, were thus meticulously planned and executed. Take Beneventum, for example. Situated near the modern city of Benevento in Italy, this junction was a key node where several major Roman roads converged. It stood as a vital hub through which troops and crucial supplies were routed efficiently across the empire. Moreover, these junctions were not merely points of transit, they also served as communication hubs where important messages could be relayed swiftly to different parts of the empire. In an era before modern telecommunications, the efficiency of road networks was paramount for maintaining the empire's unity. In essence, road junctions like Beneventum were more than just intersections. They were critical nodes in a vast and intricate web that held the Roman Empire together. They facilitated not only military efficiency, but also the unified flow of information and resources. These junctions stand as a silent reminder of the Romans' ingenuity in engineering and their unwavering commitment to maintaining the cohesion of their vast empire. Understanding the significance of these strategic points offers a deeper appreciation for the complexity and foresight behind Rome's infrastructure, which in turn enabled its enduring influence on modern civilization. The Roman road network was a marvel of engineering and planning, enabling rapid military movement across their vast empire. But maintaining this efficiency meant overcoming significant natural barriers. Rivers posed one such challenge, yet Romans engineered bridges that were both sturdy and elegant. The Pont de Gare is a notable example. This three-tiered aqueduct bridge near Nimes, France, spans the Garden River. Completed in the 1st century AD, it stands as a testament to Roman ingenuity. Roman engineers also employed raised embankments known as agger to improve drainage and stability in wetter regions. These ingenious adaptations underscore the resilience and adaptability of Roman infrastructure. Their ability to overcome natural obstacles highlights the foresight and engineering prowess that underpinned Rome's vast road network. In doing so, they ensured the efficient movement of military forces, the smooth flow of trade, and the enduring legacy of their empire's infrastructure. Their roads remain a testament to human ingenuity and resilience in the face of natural challenges. These waystations came in various forms, each serving different functions and needs of the Roman soldiers. Among the most significant were Mansio, Corpona, and Taberna. Mansios were large, well-equipped inns that offered more than just shelter. They provided essential supplies such as food and water, which were crucial for sustaining troops during long journeys. Corponas, on the other hand, were smaller lodging places that mainly offered overnight accommodation. While they might not have provided the same level of supplies as Mansios, they were still vital for ensuring troops could rest and recharge after a long day's march. Tabernas, which were essentially taverns or inns, offered a place to relax and socialize. While they primarily served civilians, Roman soldiers could also take advantage of these facilities for refreshment and a brief respite from their duties. The strategic placement of these waystations ensured that military forces were never too far from necessary provisions and rest. This logistical support infrastructure was crucial in maintaining the efficiency and effectiveness of Roman military movements. In essence, the waystations along the Roman roads served as the backbone of their military supply chain, allowing troops to travel swiftly and remain well supplied throughout their journeys. Their roads, complemented by these essential waystations, remain a testament to the Romans' ingenuity in overcoming logistical challenges and facilitating rapid communication and movement across their vast empire. To ensure their extensive road network facilitated rapid and efficient travel, the Romans employed a sophisticated signage system. This included two primary types of markers: milestones and signposts. Milestones were upright stones or columns placed along Roman roads at regular intervals, typically every 1,000 paces or Roman miles. They served as distance markers, indicating the exact location of travelers on the road and how far they had journeyed from major cities or key points. The inscriptions on milestones often included the distance to the nearest city, helping travelers calculate their progress and estimate arrival times. Signposts, on the other hand, were used to provide directions at intersections or critical junctions in the road network. These signposts would indicate which direction leads to major cities, towns, or significant landmarks within the empire. The combination of milestones and signposts created a comprehensive system that facilitated rapid communication and efficient movement across the vast Roman Empire. This sophisticated signage system was essential for military movements, commercial transactions, and administrative communication within the empire. Take, for example, Julius Caesar's swift conquest of Gaul. In just 7 years, he traversed the extensive Roman roads to subdue local tribes and secure new territories. Caesar's campaigns in Gaul showcased the critical role these roads played in military strategy. He could rapidly move troops between different fronts, outmaneuvering local resistance and maintaining control over newly conquered regions. Moreover, the Roman road network's strategic importance was evident during Caesar's swift return to Rome during the Civil War in 49 BC. He covered over 300 miles in just 9 days, an astonishing feat considering the distances involved and the urgency of his mission. This rapid movement was crucial for rallying support and securing his position in Rome amidst political turmoil, highlighting how the roads were a critical factor in maintaining imperial stability. This infrastructure enabled Rome to deploy troops swiftly in response to threats, whether internal rebellions or external invasions, ensuring the empire's territorial integrity. In essence, the Roman road network was a vital artery for military strategy and communication, underpinning the expansion and maintenance of the vast Roman Empire. These strategic points were stocked with supplies such as food, water, clothing, and equipment, ensuring that Roman forces could maintain their momentum even in remote locations. But it wasn't just about military operations. These depots also supported the cursus publicus, an advanced postal system that kept the empire connected. The cursus publicus was a well-oiled machine that transported official mail and imperial messages swiftly across the Roman territories. Couriers, often on horseback or in carts pulled by mules, would relay these communications at high speed along the network of roads. To support these rapid movements, transport infrastructure like mules and carts were crucial components. Mules, known for their endurance and sure-footedness, were particularly suited to the often rugged and uneven terrain of Roman roads. Carts pulled by these sturdy animals carried not only supplies, but also passengers and goods between cities. This made it possible to move large quantities of materials quickly, whether for military campaigns or commercial trade. The design of Roman roads, with their slight camber, facilitated drainage and stability, further enhancing the effectiveness of this transport system. This combination of advanced logistical innovations, supply depots, a swift postal service, and robust transport infrastructure enabled the Roman Empire to maintain its vast territories with remarkable efficiency. It's no wonder that this network was often referred to as the lifeblood of the empire. Imagine travelling along one of these roads, seeing a series of supply depots and couriers passing by with critical messages. It paints a vivid picture of how interconnected and well-organised the Roman Empire truly was. As we delve deeper into the workings of this vast empire, we begin to see how each component, from roads and depots to transport methods, played a pivotal role in maintaining Rome's dominance over its territories. The efficiency of the Roman road network was not merely an advantage, it was a necessity that allowed the empire to function as a cohesive whole, even across vast distances and diverse regions. These routes facilitated not just troop movement, but also a steady influx of people, goods, and ideas. Travelling along this road meant coming into contact with diverse local cultures. From the Etruscans in Tuscany to the Greeks in southern Italy, these roads exposed Roman soldiers and merchants to a wealth of new ideas and practices. The cultural integration facilitated by these roads was profound. For instance, Greek philosophy and art significantly influenced Roman culture, leading to the birth of neoclassicism. This blending of cultures was not just a passive phenomenon, but actively shaped by the Romans' administrative prowess. They established colonies along these roads, introducing Roman ways to local communities while simultaneously absorbing indigenous practices. The result was a rich tapestry of cultural exchange that extended the influence of Rome far beyond its political borders. Even in their architectural designs, Romans incorporated elements from various cultures they encountered along these routes. This blending of traditions underscored the broader societal impact of Rome's road network. It illustrates how the infrastructure not only served strategic military purposes, but also facilitated a vibrant cultural exchange that defined much of Roman civilization. They combined this new material with traditional agger to create a more robust and long-lasting infrastructure. This blend of materials not only enhanced the road's stability, but also ensured better water drainage, crucial for maintaining their integrity over time. Later advancements included the use of paving techniques with large stone slabs to further improve durability and reduce maintenance needs. These innovations illustrate how the Romans continuously refined their construction techniques, allowing their road network to be a critical infrastructure that enabled rapid military movement and communication throughout the empire. It highlights their ingenuity in adapting to new challenges and incorporating innovative materials to build a resilient infrastructure that served strategic military purposes and facilitated the movement of goods, people, and ideas across their vast empire. Goods such as silk, spices, and precious metals could travel swiftly along these roads, enhancing Rome's economic prowess. The efficiency of Roman road construction, with its precise measurements and advanced surveying techniques, ensured that trade routes were reliable and accessible year-round. Beyond luxury goods, the network facilitated the movement of everyday necessities like grain, textiles, and pottery. This enabled cities to flourish and grow into thriving commercial centers where various products could be traded and exchanged. The role of road networks in establishing markets was profound. Cities like Pompeii, which were connected by these well-maintained roads, could thrive on trade. These routes brought in commodities from distant lands and allowed local products to reach far-off destinations. This efficient transportation system was not only about moving goods, it also facilitated the exchange of ideas and cultural practices across the empire. Merchants traveling these routes carried stories, traditions, and innovations that enriched Roman society. The impact of these trade routes was monumental. They helped integrate distant regions into a cohesive economic unit, fostering growth and stability across the empire. This interconnectedness complemented Rome's military might by driving economic development and prosperity. The roads were more than just paths, they were lifelines for trade, fostering the economic growth that underpinned Rome's power. In this way, the Roman road network enabled both rapid military movement and the flourishing of commerce, creating a robust and resilient empire. As the empire expanded, so did its web of roads, continually adapting to incorporate innovative materials and engineering techniques. This ensured that the infrastructure remained resilient and efficient, supporting both military endeavors and economic growth. In conclusion, the Roman road network was a critical infrastructure that enabled rapid military movement and communication throughout the empire. It facilitated not only the swift deployment of troops, but also the efficient flow of goods and ideas, creating a dynamic and prosperous society. To support the rapid military movements enabled by its extensive road network, the Roman Empire had a sophisticated system of logistics. Supplies and equipment were strategically managed through a series of depots and storage facilities that dotted the major roads. These facilities acted as crucial hubs where provisions could be stockpiled before being distributed to army outposts along the network. For instance, during the Punic Wars, supply depots along the Appian Way ensured that troops stationed in Sicily and North Africa received consistent resupplies. This logistical backbone was instrumental in maintaining military readiness during prolonged campaigns. Moreover, the roads facilitated swift communication between commanders and units, allowing for efficient coordination of troop movements and tactical adjustments. The Via Appia, another significant Roman road, played a vital role in transporting supplies to the northern frontiers during conflicts like the Gallic Wars. This infrastructure was so efficient that it could support rapid troop movements and maintain a robust supply chain across vast distances. For example, During the campaigns of Julius Caesar in Gaul, the Via Aurelia ensured that his legions were well supplied and could move quickly across the region. The efficient management of logistics along these roads was a critical factor in Rome's military successes. This network ensured that troops could be deployed rapidly and efficiently across the vast expanse of the Roman Empire. The practical application of these roads in maintaining military readiness underscores their pivotal role in Rome's strategic dominance. Without this robust system of logistics, the swift and effective deployment of Roman forces would have been far more challenging. Thus, the intricate web of roads and supply depots was fundamental to Rome's ability to project power and maintain control over its vast territories. One of their most innovative systems was the cursus publicus, a relay rider service that ensured urgent messages could travel swiftly across vast distances. This system utilized a series of waystations and fresh horses to maintain speed, ensuring critical information was disseminated as quickly as possible. For instance, when Julius Caesar wrote his famous Gallic War dispatches, he could relay battlefield reports back to Rome within a matter of days. Signage along the roads was another vital component. Milestones marked distances, providing travelers with a clear sense of where they were. Waystations also served as crucial communication nodes, offering rest and refreshment for both messengers and ordinary travelers alike. This network allowed the Roman Empire to maintain tight control over its vast territories by ensuring that news and orders could be transmitted rapidly and reliably. Ultimately, these roads facilitated not just swift travel, but also an intricate web of communication that was vital to the functioning and expansion of the Roman Empire. Thus, the intricate system of roads and waystations was not just a means of transportation, but also a crucial element in Rome's communication systems that kept its vast empire connected and responsive. The Roman road network, while essential for the empire's communication and military strategies, had significant environmental consequences. But this engineering feat came at a cost to the environment. Trees were cleared to make way for roads, and timber was used as construction material, altering the landscape's natural balance. Soil erosion became a significant issue as the protective tree cover was removed, exposing topsoil to wind and rain. Attempts at environmental management along roads included planting new trees and shrubs, but these efforts were often insufficient to combat the widespread effects of deforestation. Wildlife populations also suffered as their habitats were fragmented by roads, making it difficult for animals to find mates or food. This ecological disruption highlighted the broader environmental impact of Rome's infrastructure projects. The Roman road network, including notable roads like the Via Appia and the Via Aurelia, was meticulously engineered to ensure efficient travel between major cities and military outposts. One of the key benefits of these roads was their role in facilitating the transport of crops and livestock. The efficient movement of agricultural goods significantly impacted regional economies by ensuring that markets could be consistently supplied with fresh produce and livestock. Moreover, the roads improved food security by allowing rapid distribution of goods during times of scarcity or emergency. This network of roads ensured that the agricultural surplus from one region could quickly reach another, ensuring a steady supply of food across the empire. Thus, the Roman road network played a pivotal role in maintaining the stability and prosperity of the empire by ensuring efficient agricultural transport. The practical applications of these roads extended far beyond military use, underscoring their importance in the overall functioning of Roman society. This intricate network of roads highlights the sophisticated engineering and organizational prowess that underpinned the empire's success. One of the most significant pilgrimage routes was the Via Sacra, or Sacred Way, which led from the city of Rome to the Temple of Jupiter in the ancient town of Praeneste. This route was a symbolic journey for Romans seeking divine guidance and blessings. The Via Sacra was meticulously maintained, reflecting the importance of these pilgrimages in Roman religious life. Another prominent pilgrimage route was the Via Appia Antica, or Ancient Appian Way, which connected Rome to Brindisi on the Adriatic coast. This road was not merely a transportation artery, it was a spiritual highway that facilitated pilgrimages to various shrines and temples along its length. The road network also played a crucial role in enabling Romans from different regions to gather for significant religious festivals such as the Lupercalia and the Saturnalia. These gatherings strengthened bonds among diverse Roman communities, reinforcing a shared cultural identity centered around their common religious beliefs. The roads facilitated not only movement, but also the exchange of ideas and traditions, ensuring that religious practices remained consistent across the vast empire. In essence, Roman roads were more than just pathways. They were lifelines that connected Romans spiritually and culturally, ensuring their religious life was vibrant and unified. The meticulous engineering of these roads underscores the profound importance the Romans placed on spiritual unity within their vast and diverse empire. These pilgrimage routes were not just about transportation, they were about fostering a sense of shared devotion and purpose among Romans, no matter where they lived. In many ways, the Roman road network was the backbone that supported the spiritual and cultural fabric of the empire, ensuring its cohesion and vitality. The strategic placement of roads throughout the provinces led to the development of new urban centres. Towns and villages that were previously isolated saw a surge in growth as they became connected to the larger network. Roman engineers took care to ensure that roads were not just efficient, but also durable. The use of agger and other innovative techniques meant that these roads could withstand the test of time, providing long-lasting benefits for urban development. This network of roads not only facilitated commerce, but also enabled the exchange of cultural ideas and practices. Towns that were once remote became hubs of activity, integrating into the broader fabric of Roman civilization. The far-reaching influence of these roads on urbanization is evident in the many cities that thrived under Roman rule. These urban centers, once mere villages, grew into significant hubs due to their strategic location along key routes. Ultimately, the Roman road network was a testament to the empire's ingenuity and foresight. It served as both a physical connection and a symbol of unity that bound together disparate regions, fostering urban development in ways that continue to resonate today. The Roman Empire's vast network of roads wasn't just for military and commercial transport, they also played a crucial role in the empire's communication system, postal services. Roman roads, with their precision engineering and straight lines, enabled swift travel across vast distances, making it easier to deliver important messages quickly. The Romans understood that communication was key to maintaining control over their sprawling empire. So, they established a highly efficient postal system called the cursus publicus, which literally means public course or common road. This network of relays and horses enabled them to deliver messages across incredible distances. The speed at which these messages could travel was astonishing for their time, up to 80 kilometers a day, or approximately 16 times faster than a human walking. Imagine receiving a letter from Rome within just a week. That's how fast this system could work, thanks to the roads that made it possible. The efficiency of these postal services was essential for maintaining imperial control and coherence. Without swift communication, the empire's administration would have been far less effective, decisions would be delayed, coordination between provinces difficult. It's no exaggeration to say that the Roman road network was a lifeline for the empire, enabling its very existence and growth over centuries. In essence, the roads weren't just pathways, they were the arteries through which the lifeblood of communication flowed. The strategic placement of Roman roads was no accident. Each route was meticulously planned to ensure the swift deployment of legions across their vast empire. This careful engineering facilitated rapid communication and maintained order in newly conquered territories. The geopolitical stability that these roads provided cannot be overstated. By linking major cities and military outposts, they ensured that any sign of insurgency could be swiftly detected and addressed. A rebellion in one province might be quelled within hours by the arrival of a well-equipped legion from another. the speed of this response was crucial in maintaining order. The extensive road network also served as a symbol of Roman power, reminding local populations that resistance was futile. The mere presence of these roads acted as a deterrent against insurgencies. Moreover, the strategic placement of these roads ensured that communication between Rome and its provinces was seamless. This allowed for swift decision-making and efficient governance, further solidifying Roman control. With these roads, Rome could maintain its territorial cohesion and quickly respond to any potential threats. The result was a geopolitical stability that underpinned the longevity of their vast empire. And as we've seen, this stability was not merely theoretical, but a tangible reality that played out across the empire's history. But these roads did more than just transport troops and supplies. They became conduits for the spread of ideas and beliefs. One of the most significant impacts was the dissemination of religions across the empire. Take Christianity, for example. In the early days of its existence, Christian missionaries used Roman roads to travel and preach their faith. They journeyed from city to city, town to town, carrying with them texts that would later form the New Testament. These roads also facilitated the movement of pilgrims who travelled great distances to visit holy sites and shrines. Another religion that benefited greatly from Roman roads was Mithraism, a Persian-based faith that gained popularity among soldiers in the empire's military. Followers of Mithras used these roads to travel and share their beliefs, leading to the establishment of numerous Mithraic temples along major road networks. Religious texts and artifacts were exchanged freely along these routes, fostering a cultural and spiritual exchange that was unparalleled in the ancient world. This freedom of movement allowed diverse religious practices to blend and integrate, creating a rich tapestry of beliefs that would shape the empire's spiritual landscape for centuries to come. The spread of religion along Roman roads was not just about the movement of people, but also about the dissemination of ideas and philosophies that would reshape societies. In essence, these roads were not merely physical pathways, they were lifelines carrying the very essence of Roman culture, its beliefs, its faiths, and its spiritual heritage. This infrastructure highlighted how critical infrastructure can facilitate not just military might, but also cultural and spiritual unity in an empire that spanned continents. The mountainous regions posed significant challenges for Roman engineers. To navigate these rugged landscapes, they employed switchbacks and gradual inclines. In the flat deserts of North Africa, maintaining straight paths was crucial for efficient travel. The Romans ensured precise alignment using advanced surveying techniques. Crossing wetlands, such as the Pontine marshes in Italy, presented another set of obstacles. The Via Domitiana is a striking example of Roman ingenuity. To build the Via Domitiana through the marshland, the Romans constructed causeways and embankments, known as aga, to elevate the road above the water. The ingenuity of Roman engineers in overcoming these natural obstacles is a testament to their technical prowess and dedication to seamless connectivity. This infrastructure highlighted not just military might, but also the resilience and adaptability of Roman engineering, ensuring that no natural landscape hindered their empire's unity. As we marvel at these engineering feats, it becomes evident how critical infrastructure could seamlessly integrate diverse terrains into a cohesive and powerful Roman Empire. Efficient supply chain management was crucial for the Romans, enabling their vast empire to function cohesively. Along the extensive network of Roman roads, strategically placed logistical centers and warehouses were established. These infrastructure hubs ensured a steady flow of supplies, supporting both military campaigns and civilian trade activities. Storage facilities along major roads like the Via Appia were equipped with essential commodities such as food, weapons, and clothing. For instance, a storage facility in Brindisi could be stocked with grains, olive oil, and other provisions to sustain Roman legions on the move. These logistical centers acted as critical supply nodes, ensuring that military forces had access to vital resources during their campaigns. In addition, the warehouses also housed equipment and materials needed for civilian trade and commerce along these roads. The ability to efficiently manage supply chains allowed the Romans to maintain stability and continuity across their vast territories. One of the most critical resources distributed through these roads was iron from Spain. The Iberian Peninsula, rich in iron deposits, supplied Rome with the raw materials needed for tools, weapons, and construction. These resources were transported along routes like the Via Appia and Via Appia to ports such as Ostia, where they were loaded onto ships bound for Rome. The strategic placement of these roads ensured that vital materials could reach their destinations swiftly and efficiently. Timber from Germany was another crucial resource transported along Roman roads. Germanic forests provided valuable lumber for shipbuilding, construction, and fuel, especially as Rome expanded its territories. These routes, which included the Via Claudia Augusta, facilitated the movement of timber to major cities and military outposts throughout the empire, ensuring that Rome's construction and naval needs were met. Grain from Egypt was a third essential resource, efficiently transported via Roman roads. The Nile's fertile lands provided abundant harvests that fed Rome's growing population and supported its military campaigns. Roads like the Via Egnatia connected Alexandria to Constantinople, ensuring that grain could be swiftly transported to Rome and other major cities, maintaining food security across the empire. This strategic resource distribution system illustrates how Roman roads integrated various parts of the empire, ensuring that vital resources could be efficiently transported to where they were most needed. This integration was a cornerstone of Rome's administrative and commercial prowess. This extensive network facilitated the spread of knowledge about disease prevention and hygiene practices. For example, aqueducts along these roads brought clean water to cities. The construction of these aqueducts was a testament to Roman engineering prowess, ensuring that fresh water was available where it was most needed. Clean water systems were vital for disease control, as they helped prevent the spread of waterborne illnesses such as cholera and typhoid. Moreover, the roads enabled the swift transportation of medical supplies and treatments to different parts of the empire. Medical knowledge and practices could also travel rapidly along these routes, spreading best practices for hygiene and disease prevention. For instance, the use of public baths became common in Roman cities, which not only served as social gathering places, but also contributed to personal hygiene. This indirect benefit of Roman road infrastructure highlights another aspect of Rome's administrative and commercial prowess. For instance, during the Great Fire of Rome in 64 AD, the network of Roman roads facilitated the rapid deployment of military forces to combat the blaze. The strategic placement of waystations along these roads was crucial for providing immediate aid and resources. These waystations served as vital points where supplies could be stored and quickly distributed to affected areas. The efficient network allowed Roman legions to swiftly traverse the empire and reach disaster zones with haste. This rapid response capability was further enhanced by the cambered design of the roads, which ensured proper drainage and maintained road integrity even during heavy rains or flooding. For example, in 15 AD, a severe earthquake struck the city of Pompeii and surrounding areas. Roman roads enabled rescue teams to reach the affected regions swiftly. The well-maintained roads also facilitated the evacuation of residents from threatened areas, minimizing potential losses. Such instances highlight the practical advantages of an efficient road network in emergency services. The infrastructure's resilience and strategic design played a pivotal role in saving countless lives during critical moments. Beyond their strategic importance in military campaigns, these roads also played a vital role in intelligence gathering. Roadside infrastructure like inns and post houses provided essential support for these operations. For example, during the Punic Wars, Roman messengers used these roads to transmit vital information about enemy movements. The speed and reliability of these communications were crucial in ensuring that Roman forces could respond swiftly to any threat. In another instance, the network of roads allowed Roman spies to infiltrate territories and gather intelligence on local conditions. This intelligence was then swiftly relayed back to Rome using the same road network. The the success of these missions underscores another critical application of Roman roads beyond military strategy. They were essential in maintaining communication and control across the vast Roman Empire. With major roads like the Appian Way, Via Appia, and others crisscrossing the empire, messengers could relay crucial information with remarkable speed. At key points along these roads, communication centers were established to ensure that vital messages didn't get lost or delayed. These centers acted as hubs where intelligence could be collected and redistributed quickly. The extensive network of roads allowed for a seamless relay system, passing information from one messenger to the next until it reached its final destination. This ensured that generals and other high-ranking officials had up-to-date intelligence to make swift decisions during campaigns. For example, in the year 49 BC, Julius Caesar famously used the Roman road network to outmaneuver his rivals in the Gallic Wars. His ability to quickly gather and disseminate information about enemy movements was crucial to his success. This infrastructure not only enabled the collection of crucial military information, but also played a vital role in the dissemination of orders and strategies from the Imperial center to the front lines. And this is where the true power of these roads lay. In their ability to connect distant points swiftly and reliably, they ensured that Roman generals were never far from the pulse of the empire. Rome's extensive network of roads, including the famous Appian Way and Via Appia, allowed generals to deploy troops with remarkable speed. A legion marching on the well-maintained Roman road could cover up to 20 miles, 32 kilometers in a day, a pace unmatched by any other ancient civilization. But mobilizing legions from the far corners of the empire wasn't without its challenges. Supplying these troops with food and equipment as they marched to the front lines was a logistical nightmare. To overcome this, Romans developed ingenious solutions, like using local resources and setting up supply depots along their route. They also implemented a system of relay stations where fresh horses were kept for riders to quickly convey messages and orders across the empire. This network of roads enabled swift military responses that could turn the tide of a battle or secure a newly conquered territory. During Hannibal's invasion, legions from as far away as Hispania and Macedonia were able to join the fight against them in Italy thanks to these efficient routes. Imagine the strategic advantage. Generals could redeploy forces from one end of the empire to another with remarkable swiftness. This ability to move troops rapidly was pivotal in maintaining Rome's expansive control and deterring potential threats. In one instance, a single legion marching from Rome to the northern frontier could cover the distance in under a month, a feat that underscored the Romans' logistical prowess. This infrastructure was more than just a means of transportation. It was a lifeline that ensured the empire could maintain its security and expand its influence. Through these roads, Rome didn't just project power. It could swiftly redeploy that power to wherever it was needed. And this was the true power of these roads. They kept Rome's military might always within reach, ready to respond at a moment's notice. At its core, the Roman road network was a critical infrastructure that enabled rapid military movement and communication. One of the most significant examples of this is the Limes Road in Germania. The Limes Road, also known as the Germanic Limes or the Upper German Rhaetian Limes, was an extensive system of roads and fortifications that marked the border between the Roman Empire and Free Germany. Constructed over centuries, this intricate network played a crucial role in maintaining imperial boundaries by facilitating rapid military response and communication. The roads were not just paths for troops, but also highways for information. They allowed Roman authorities to quickly gather intelligence on potential threats from beyond the border, ensuring that Rome's military might was always within reach. Think of it as a vast, invisible communication network where every soldier and messenger played a part in keeping Rome secure. This system enabled the empire to respond swiftly to any breach or threat along its borders. Imagine a soldier spotting suspicious activity near the border. Within hours, this information would travel back to Rome, alerting military commanders who could then dispatch troops to address the situation. And so, these roads not only facilitated rapid travel across the vast expanse of the Roman Empire, but also fortified its borders, ensuring that imperial boundaries were secure and well protected. The Via Egnatia, stretching over 535 miles from Dyrrhachium to Constantinople, was a critical artery for embassies travelling eastward. It facilitated the rapid exchange of envoys between Rome and distant tribes or nations. For instance, the Parthian embassy of AD 20 could swiftly traverse this route to negotiate treaties with the Romans. Such infrastructure ensured that political decisions in Rome could be swiftly communicated and enforced across the vast empire. Another example is the delegations sent to the Dacians and Sarmatians in the Balkans. The roads allowed for quick deployment of envoys, enabling prompt negotiations and alliances. The efficiency of these roads was not just about speed, it was also about reliability. The Via Appia, despite its age, remained a crucial route for dispatching diplomats to the south. Through these roads, Rome's diplomatic messages and envoys could reach distant provinces within days rather than weeks or months. This infrastructure was so integral that it allowed Rome to maintain its political unity by ensuring swift and effective communication channels across the far-reaching empire. It is no exaggeration to say that Roman roads were as crucial to the empire's diplomatic efforts as they were to its military campaigns. The infrastructure supported the cohesion and efficiency that Rome was renowned for, making its vast territory manageable and interconnected. But beyond facilitating military movement and economic growth, these roads left an indelible mark on the environment. As they crisscrossed the landscape, deforestation followed their path. Forests were cleared to make way for construction, and wood was used as fuel during the building process. This led to significant changes in biodiversity and ecosystems. Erosion became another consequence of these ambitious projects. Without the stabilizing effect of trees and other vegetation, topsoil was increasingly vulnerable to wind and rain. The Roman engineers did employ some environmental preservation techniques, such as building raised causeways called agger to improve drainage and stability. However, these efforts could not fully counteract the widespread ecological changes brought about by their extensive road network. This illustrates the deep-reaching consequences of Roman infrastructure beyond military and economic benefits, showing a more holistic impact on their world.